Okay, hi. I barely missed our meeting tonight. We pulled in the driveway, and by the time I got my computer all set up, I think the meeting was over. But I was able to watch it and really enjoyed the discussion you guys were having. I wish so bad I could have been there because there were questions that I had that I would have loved to ask, and I was really excited to hear about Ashley's class that she taught and how it went. That was really helpful to hear how it turned out. And I'm going to give my first presentation a week from Tuesday, so I have one more week to kind of pull everything together. But that was helpful to hear what all of you guys are doing. And I wish we could meet together afterward and talk. Wish we could meet in person and talk. That would be fun. Anyway, I'm trying to remember. I liked how Ashley kind of had a picture of how it was going to work, and then she ended up kind of changing. So I'm curious, like when with my workshop, what things will be natural and just as we get going, or something to see if it works better. So I don't have the confidence that you guys seem to have. I'm not a Sunday school teacher, and so getting up and talking in front of people, I'm nervous about that. I've been waking up at 4 in the morning because I'm nervous. So I'm hoping that I just want it to get here now. So let's get here and get it going. The reading, I also liked the ethics thing that you talked about. And it was very helpful to learn about the different levels on that sheet, how the one that was listed above one, that really made a lot of sense to me and helped me realize, like, if you have two that are contradicting, which one you go with. So on my case study, I think the one with the suspected abuse, I think that I wasn't maybe as strong as I should have been on, like, calling and reporting it. But after I read the results on that other page, I thought, oh, I should have probably been a little stronger on that. Like, we don't have to hesitate at all to call and report abuse. So that was one thing I learned. And I did find those contradictions. That was really interesting to see, and see how that they do contradict sometimes. And then the reading that we have this week, it was kind of interesting because I was reading it as we were driving in the car, so maybe that's why it was easier for me to understand. That I really enjoyed reading that, the differences between, the confusion between family life education and family therapy and family case management. I really liked how they separated those and talked about what each profession would do and how they work together. And I think one reason it really helped me reading that, or it made sense to me, was because I'm having such a hard time with my finding an internship. Seems like everybody I talk to says, no, we only do master's degrees and we don't do anything with bachelor degrees. And so reading that today, I thought, no, there are ways for family life educators to help. And I actually know a marriage and family therapist who has an internship, an intern from BYU Idaho. So I know that there's things they can do if they just listen to you long enough. So I think that's one of the things I'm trying to work on, is how to be pushy. I need to be a little bit more aggressive, I guess, and say there's things we can do. Some of the questions I thought about with this week Oh, I did agree with the issues they had with the Dougherty model, how they were they had hierarchy, and a lot of sense to me that there wouldn't be hierarchy, that one's not more, on top of the other, it's better if they all are working together. And definitely there's areas where a family life educator wouldn't get involved, but how there's some things that a family life educator can do that maybe a family therapist isn't trained to do, which really, that was surprising to me. But I could see how that could happen. Let's see. The Dougherty thing was confusing to me. So, so one of the questions was what my role as a family life educator would be, and I put that it would be to help individuals and families learn skills that improve their family relationships and strengthen them against difficulties. I had to choose 3 words. It would be educational, preventative, and positive. And then I appreciated the thing about staying within bounds, and when Sister Besswell did it was probably the ethics one that I watched, where she talked about once we get our degree, how the things that we say, people can listen to the things we say, and they give it more credibility once we graduate. So we have to be very careful about the things that we say. That really hit me hard, like that we have to be careful. Sometimes, I mean, I think all of us sometimes would be in a situation where we want to help someone, and it might be really easy to think, oh, you know, I know I studied that, and maybe there's, you know, I remember hearing this or something, and maybe going a little bit too far and giving advice to someone. And I think that's really important for us, like to think, oh, I can teach things, I can say, oh, you know, there's a study that did this and it showed this, that we should never give someone advice or counsel or ask them or, you know, to give deeper detail into their life or something. I really liked that discussion that you guys were having about what could possibly happen in our workshops. And I liked your answer. I'm trying to remember. I think Jamie said it. How just stick to our outline. So if someone makes a comment that seems like it might be going a little bit too far in one direction, you can always just pull it back and stick with what you have on your outline. If we don't ever say anything that's not on that outline, we'll be safe. So I feel like I have a lot of help with Sister Besswell. She's told me areas where, ooh, I wouldn't do that because that could lead to something, and I think that's been very helpful too. And I think that's all I was gonna talk about. I'm excited for all of you that you're close to giving your. Ashley's already been going strong, so it's been fun to work with you guys, and I think that's all I have to say. And thanks for the good meeting, you guys. It was great to watch. It helped me a lot. We'll talk to you later.